So, good morning. We are going to make a Prego sauce today. Let's first start with the ingredients. Important part is lovely red peppers, a medium onion, 4 nice cloves of garlic, olive oil, or I've got olive and canola mix, and chilies, nice spicy and hot chilies. Okay, first thing I want to do is to cut the onion, top and tail it, get rid of the skin. There are many techniques that you can cut an onion. What I like to do is cut it in half, take the skin off. This part usually that right bit to come off. Okay, so after you've cut the onion in half, look for the lines and holding your fingers safely out of the way, nice sharp knife, just cut nice thin slices. We're going to get this to cook down later on, so it's not too important that it is perfectly even size, but to make it pretty. Then we'll break it up into the bowl before we can transfer it to the plate later on. Let's cut the red pepper. We're going to have 2 nice big sized red peppers. Important thing is you want the red part. If we cut this open, I like to cut them in a circle like this and get in a little bit closer. See in the inside there's all this white seeds. We don't want any of that, we just want the red bits. Okay, so now I want to get all this white and seedy parts out. So let's cut it nice and fine. Okay, so we're cutting 2 big red peppers. This is the method we use. We cut it in a nice circle. Make sure we retrieve some of the red fleshy parts, but none of this white and seed is useful, so we can chuck that away. Don't need to cut it in perfect shapes. We're going to use the stick blender in the end to reduce it to our fine consistency for the sauce. Okay, now we're going to do the garlic. I've got 4 garlics here. I'm just going to cut the tops off, give it a nice squash. Tops off, give it a nice squash. Then it's easy to take the skin off. Okay, so now I've got 4 decent sized garlics. They're going to go into the cooking process. Okay, the last bit for the cutting board is our chilies. Cut the tail off. So I'm going to do all of these at the same time. These things are very cheap. Get them at my local Spar. Cut them in half and seed them. If you want extra bit of heat, you can leave the seeds in. Little chilies are a little bit more difficult to seed. Give them a little cut and then maybe just squeeze out some of these seeds. So we'll cut, get all the seeds out. But as I said before, not important if you leave a little bit in. all going to be part of the nice spicy flavor for our Prego sauce. I'm also going to cut the garlic just in small chunky pieces. They're already somewhat broken. No perfect size. You could use a garlic crusher or mincer. I'm just giving a rough chop. Okay, so we're making our Prego sauce. We've heated up the pan. Next we're going to add some olive oil. About 2 or 3 tablespoons. And we're going to add the onion that we've chopped. Not yet going to add the garlic, otherwise the garlic will go bitter. Let's just focus on getting this onion to slowly cook down, not too high heat, just so that we can caramelize all the nice flavors of the onion. It's going to take us about half an hour. Look at those beautiful onions sizzling in the pan. We're about halfway, and then we're going to stir. Okay, thanks to the miracle of time, it's ready for us to give our onions a bit of a stir. You can see the beautiful caramelization coming through. We want brown bits, we don't want black bits. So just a few more minutes, and then we're going to add the next ingredients. Next, get those chilies in there. Bit of red, bit of green, and some garlic. Give it a quick stir. You don't want the garlic to be on the heat for too long, because otherwise it goes bitter. Just a minute or so, and then we'll add the next ingredients. Okay, so now we're going to add the red pepper that we've chopped up earlier. Nice good old sizzle. This is where all the ingredients start combining together. Completed the roasting part. Look at the nice color on these red peppers. Got chili, garlic, nice brown onion. Next I'm going to add my trusty Woolies peeled and diced tomatoes. We could have used whole tomatoes, could have grilled them in the oven, but all of those things take extra time. How to get this part done. There. Get all your value for money. And add some paprika, about a tablespoon. And some tomato paste. Yeah, this is probably also about a tablespoon and a half. Always a good grind of pepper. Adding white wine vinegar, about 3 tablespoons. Maybe just leave a little bit in the back for adjustment. We're going to put the stick blender in here and gonna get it down to a fairly smooth paste. Look at the beautiful Prego sauce color coming. If you like it a bit more chunky, you can stop at this point. I think I'm going to go a little bit more, make sure that I've got everything down nice and smooth. I think at this point we can add a little bit more oil. A little bit more salt. A little bit more sugar. Okay, so I think this is nice and smooth, and we'll allow it to cook down for about another half an hour. Doing well. Maybe a little bit more heat. Okay, so this has been cooking away for about 15, maybe 20 minutes. If I draw this out, I can see I've got a little bit of binding at the bottom of the pan. I actually don't think I want to make this go much further. I think these flavors have combined well. Consistency is good. I don't want it too dry. I don't want a paste. I want a sauce.
Sauce is good to go. Take the heat off. Let it cool down.
Okay, so we've made our sauce. I'm making 2 batches of meat. One tenderized steak that I've put in the sauce. We'll probably marinate it for 3-4 hours. Can't buy tenderized chicken, so let's see what we do for this process. First, get some cling wrap. You can also use a plastic bag if you already have plastic bags. Take a chicken fillet, wrap it in the bag, give it a little bit of space, and then with your trusty mallet start thinning out the chicken until you form a nice flat tenderized piece. Turn it around. Okay, so I've done 4 of these fillets, and we can now put them in the sauce and have them marinate there for the next 3 or 4 hours until the rye is ready. Well, it's time to put the meat on the coals. We've marinated for about 4 hours. Nice steak, marinated in the Prego sauce, as well as some chicken, both tenderized with the mallet. Just helps to give a nice tender experience when we eat the burgers. This is a really tasty Prego sauce. Try it at home. Thanks for watching.